Hello, writers, and welcome back. I am so excited and I want to celebrate all the work that you've done. You wrote your first draft of A Small Moment in second grade. That's a big deal. You should be really, really proud of yourself. I'm proud of you too. This week and part of next week, we're going to do something so much fun. We're going to make our stories even better. We're going to really make our stories come to life by adding details. When I say details, that means words describing things. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using sense details. Sense details. We have 5 senses, right? We have 5 senses. Let me share my screen with you. And I will show you. So take a look. We have 5 senses. We have the sense of smell, of taste, of sight, of hearing, and touch. We have all of those senses. So what we're going to do is we're going to describe as writers the way things look, the way things sound, the way things smell, the way things taste, and what they feel like. And this is really going to transform our writing. So today I thought I would do a little writing experiment with myself to see if I can add as many details as I can. And I thought I would do it with a fun edible experiment. Edible means something that you can eat. So I'm going to show you. So for this experiment, I'm going to try 3 different things. I'm going to try, I have plain chips right here. I have salted chips right here. And then my final one, I'm going to try salted chips with salsa. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to move myself over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write the details I can think of in each of these columns. And I'm going to challenge myself to think of as many as I can. So here goes. And if you want to do this experiment, you can. You can try and be persuasive to get your parents to go to the store and get plain chips without anything on them, nothing, not even salt. Then just regular salted chips and then salted chips with salsa. Okay, so here's my plain chip. All right, so I'm going to use all my senses here. Well, I have this chip. I'm going to look at it first, and I'm noticing it's yellow. It's speckled and it's shaped like a triangle. Write all those things. Let's see, here we go. Yellow, speckled, and triangle. This one doesn't really smell like anything, so I can't do a smell. What does it feel like? It feels hard. Hard. Okay. Now I'm going to taste it. Here goes. Okay. Well, it made a noise, so it's crispy and crunchy. I don't have much taste. It tastes like corn. I'm not gonna write corny because that means something else. I think that's it for this one. Okay. So now, next one, it's salted chips. So here I go. And you can do this too. You can, if you have a salted chip, you can do this and write down your details too. So actually, this one is it has all the qualities of this other one, so I'm just going to copy these over. I'm right over here. And then I'm going to see if this one has any other details that I can describe, because in some ways it's very similar to the first one. I'm going to try it. Okay. More. Definitely it's salty. So I can definitely say salty. Other things to describe it, I mean, it looks pretty much the same. It sounded pretty much the same. I mean, it tastes salty, otherwise it's kind of the same. I feel like I have anything else to say about this one. Okay. The third one. Here we go. Chip with salsa. Here we go. I'm going to take one of my salted chips and I'm going to dip it in my salsa and see what I can come up with. Ooh, well, first, oh my gosh! First of all, it's really it smells tomatoey. It smells spicy. Spicy. It smells, yeah. It has like a vegetable kind of a smell. And I'm looking at it, and look at it. You can see it right here. It's red, and it's lumpy. You see, it's kind of lumpy and kind of gloppy. In there, here, take a look. It's kind of gloppy, and it has chunks. Oops, I'm spelling on my desk. It has chunks on it. So already I've got all these words that I have to write down in a second. Now I'm gonna taste it. Mmm. 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 Oh my gosh. So much is happening in my mouth. Like my mouth feels like it's on fire and burning because it's kind of spicy. And I feel all the other things, like it's yellow, it's speckled, hard, crunchy, but this feels different in my mouth. It's kind of smushy. So I'm going to copy all of these words. Wow, I think I have a lot to say here. So I think I'm going to actually have to insert a table just to take a space for all these words that I'm about to write. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. That's okay. I'm just going to write. I'm going to copy all of this. And I'm going to add all my other things that I can say about it. Maybe I should make my text even smaller or something. I don't know. I have a lot to say here. Let me see how I can show you. I know how I can do it. So I've got all of these words, but then I'm going to have more words. So I have red, and remember I said gloppy? Like that better. Oh, that's okay. I have the word, spicy. I said fiery. Woo, fiery. It felt burning. Right, burning. I said it felt kind of smushy in my mouth. Smushy, yep. And when I was looking here, remember we said it has chunks. Chunky. When I said tomato, is tomatoey a word? I'm going to make it a word now. Tomato-y. This is fun. You guys should try this at home. Yeah, I think so. And I wonder if I could probably do, oh, it's wet too. It's also really wet. Feels wet. Wow. Okay, that was really fun. So take a look at, guys, at the words that I did. When I just had a plain chip, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 details. For a salted chip, I had like 8. Now look at how many I have with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I've got 17 details. So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to have a new code word for ourselves as writers. What we're going to say is that we don't want our writing to be plain chip. And plain chip is kind of boring, not a lot there. We want our writing to have spicy details, like this one, the chips and the salsa. We want our readers, we want like my mouth was exploding. We want their mind exploding. We want them to have all these images and pictures so they can really, really get into the story. So from now on, I'm going to have a new code word. I'm going to say we want to spice it up with spicy details. And here's where we're going to have a little code word too. We're going to pretend to have a salsa. I'm going to open it. Go spice it up. So when you hear me say that, when we do this, spice it up. Those are my code words to you to help you remember to add those sense details, describing what things look like, sound like, smell like, taste like, and feel like in your writing. All right, so now we've got that down. Now I want you to go to my next video because we're going to look inside one of my favorite books and we're going to see if we can find some spicy details there.